This is MTS Industry Channel and we're here today at Walrus Pump in Taipei. Now everyone knows that water is essential to everything we do. Without water there is no life. And if you want to move water from A to B, from low to high, you need one of these water pumps. And this company develops some of the most advanced pumping solutions for both domestic and industrial applications. And now I'd like to introduce the CEO of Walrus, Amy Huang. Welcome to the show, Amy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited here at the Walrus to show you and the people out there some of our products.
All right, and we'll be talking about the products in depth later during the show, but maybe first you can give us a short introduction of Walrus, the company.
Just think, Walrus Pump was founded in 1967. We have been designing and producing water pump for more than 50 years. We started with boost pump for clean water, and over the year, added more and more products. Of course, no matter what kind of pump, we always provide top quality to our customer. Is the main goal.
Okay, excellent. And you mentioned 50 years of experience. It's a lot of experience moving water. And you talked about quality, and I know that Walrus is also all about innovation. So maybe you can talk a little bit about your philosophy there, quality and innovation.
Pumps are an important part of any mechanical equipment and in buildings. So the quality is very important because it always affects people. We have been investing equipment and developing new products because we truly care. We want to come up with better solutions.
Okay, you want to come up with better solutions, and I think what you just said is also reflected in your company's slogan, right?
Yes, better life through innovation.
Better life through innovation, that's the company slogan of Walrus. And Amy, you just talked about investing in equipment, and behind our cameras here I can see you do have your very own laboratory, right?
Right. Our dynamic motor lab makes it much easier for us to verify our production quality, which our customer appreciate very much.
Oh, I'm sure they do appreciate you having your very own lab, because then they can be sure that they get top-notch, high-quality products. And I think it's also one of the main reasons why Walrus, your company, has won quite a few awards, amongst them the very prestigious Taiwan Excellence Award.
Yes, we are especially honored to have won Taiwan Excellence Award. It's well known in Taiwanese industry, and so far, Walrus is the only water pump manufacturer to win the award.
The only pump manufacturer in Taiwan to have been awarded this award. Okay, excellent. And now I have one more question for you regarding the company name. I'm sure a lot of people probably ask you these questions, but I'm curious as well. I'm sure people out there are curious as well. So why Walrus? Why is the company called Walrus?
Well, obviously, our company is related to water. The Walrus is a strong animal in the oceans. It's impressive, huge, and feels nothing.
Okay.
That's the spirit of our company. We enjoy facing challenges and chasing goals. We want Walrus to be the #1 water pump manufacturer in the world.
All right, the #1 water pump manufacturer in the world. An ambitious goal and a very confident Walrus CEO, Amy Huang. Amy, thank you very much for having us and answering these questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamyong.
All right, now it's time to take a look at some Walrus products. But because the company has such a wide range of different pumps, we'll be focusing on one particular type, booster pumps. The type of pump you need to increase low water pressure and low water flow. Now, Walrus has been designing booster pumps for many, many decades, and now we want to take a closer look at this evolution of booster pumps here with Vice President Samuel Huang. Samuel, how are you today?
Hi, fine, thank you.
So, are you excited to be here? A little bit nervous, or maybe both?
Both.
Both? Okay,
yeah.
We can do it. So I know here we can see already some of your booster pumps from different generations, right?
Yes.
Maybe you can give us a quick introduction.
Okay. Everybody know the Walrus pump have many different kind of pump. The most popular pump is a automatic booster pump.
Okay, automatic booster pumps.
Yeah,
That's what we want to talk
here.
about here. And we're starting with the oldest one, the one
Yes.
from many, many years ago, right?
This is the first automatic boost made by Walrus in 1984.
1984.
It's
All right.
36 years ago.
Okay.
This is a pump casing made by cast iron.
All right.
The pressure tank made by steel.
All right. So cast iron and steel,
Steel, yeah.
material-wise. All right. And
But both material have the same problem, corrosion.
corrosion,
Yeah.
of course. And you don't want any corrosion because you want clear, healthy
Clean.
water, right?
Yes.
Clean water. All right. So we move on. Obviously, you guys were probably thinking, how can we fix this?
Yeah, so we try to fix the problem. We start to improve the material
All
from
right.
the steel to the engineering plastic. So this is our first automatic booster pump equipped with the pressure tank.
All right. So the tank got an upgrade, but the
Yes.
rest is more or less the same, right?
Yeah, the same.
All right. So one upgrade here. Then we move on to the next generation.
This is a TPA-20. Right now, the pressure tank is plastic. Also, the terminal bars, motor base, also the impeller is made by engineering plastic too. Here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see here.
Yes.
So you're using plastic for more and more components.
Yeah, reduce the corrosion.
Okay. Reducing the corrosion further.
And finally, here is the TPA-P. The P is stand for the plastic. Not the only pressure tank, the motor cover, terminal bars, motor base, even
Base.
the pump casing is
All
made
right.
by engineering plastic too.
So basically everything is corrosion free,
Yeah,
right?
corrosion free.
You totally
no more corrosion.
eliminated corrosion.
Yes.
All right, beautiful. And now we move on to the next model, which looks a little bit different.
You can see it's totally different.
Right.
In 2001, the all new design booster pump come out is a TQ. It's a fully electric control pump.
Okay, so that's the main difference now, right?
Yeah,
Electronic controls.
Different. You can see is the traditional pressure switch.
Okay, pressure
Yes,
switch.
use the electric control board inside.
All right.
It's a completely all-in-one unit, combined with the motor and the pump, pressure tank, electric controller here.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the last model that we have here. It's the star of today's show, the HQ series.
Yeah, the new model we call HQ series.
The latest generation,
Yeah,
right?
latest generation. We changed the impeller from the plastic to the stainless 304.
All right, 304 stainless
And also
steel.
the motor is a high efficiency motor
Higher
and a
efficiency.
low noise level.
Okay,
Yeah.
and lower noise generation.
Yeah, this the HQ series. We got the Taiwan Excellence Award in 2016.
Okay, so that's what Amy mentioned in the beginning,
Yes.
right? So that's the model, that's the HQ series is what you got the Taiwan Excellence Award for.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So you mentioned noise generation, and I believe you have prepared a live demonstration for
Yes,
us to
here.
show us the difference between
Yeah.
older models and the latest model, the latest generation.
This is the traditional booster pump controlled by the pressure switch. You can see the noise level. We try to test the noise level first.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
So this is two different models, but the same specs, right?
Yes,
To be clear, otherwise, of course,
Yes,
there's
a
no point.
TPA-25 with a half horsepower motor. The HQ 400, the same horsepower motor.
Okay, same
Yeah.
horsepower. All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
Yeah, let's.
All right, so we can have a look at the noise level, 68.2 decibel.
Okay.
And
Right now is the HQ 400.
HQ series. Let's see, 60, around about 60 decibels, so that's around
More
about
than
10, over 10%.
Yeah, more than 10%.
So I think we have a winner, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. The winner is the HQ
HQ
series.
400, yeah.
All right, that was
So-
impressive. So what's
Not
next?
only the noise level. As you can see, the performance.
And when you say performance, we're talking about the
Flow
water
rate
flow rate,
and the
right?
pressure.
All right. Now let's take a look. Let's see if we can see a difference. We don't need any device. We just use our eyes, and I think it's pretty clear. I'm pretty sure people out there can see it as well. We're filming it.
You can see This TPA 25 is about 40 liters per minute.
Okay, 40 liters per minute.
The HQ 400 is around 80 liters per
so
minute.
Twice as much. The flow rate is double flow rate. All right, excellent. So there was a demonstration of noise generation or noise reduction through development, through improvement.
Yes.
And also the improved flow rate for the latest generation, the HQ series.
Yeah, you use the same horsepower, but get more water and flow rate.
Okay. Okay, excellent. So let's turn these off, these faucets. And no corrosion. Clear water.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
It's quiet.
That one is noisy. That one is noisy.
Okay, yeah.
All right, thank you, Samuel, for this section, for this introduction. But you'll be back on the show later during the Q&A session, right?
No
and
problem.
we'll be answering some questions.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so far.
See you later.
Okay, so we just saw the HQ series during this noise generation and flow rate test. And the HQ series is actually one of the best selling products from Walrus. Why, you may ask? Well, we should ask someone who is selling the products. He is the head of the sales department here at Walrus, Mr. Simon Yan. Simon,
hello.
Welcome
Nice to meet
the
you.
show. Nice to meet you. You seem very happy and excited to be here.
Yeah, so excited.
All right, so we just saw the HQ series pump perform very well in the tests. Now, maybe you can talk a little bit about your thought process during at the design stage for the HQ series, and then later also tell us a little bit about the features, the main features.
Yeah, sure. At the beginning of developing HQ series, we collect all the demands from our customers. So we try to downsizing the pump outline as much as possible.
Okay, you mentioned the size, right? So maybe we can walk over here and have a look at it. It is very compact, a compact size, right? You mentioned it.
Yes, we try to put everything together so customer don't have to buy another accessory. So you can see we have a pressure tank, we have electronic control, and we have a high efficiency motors.
All right, so all in one, this is the key word here, right? So I don't have to worry as a consumer, as an end user, I have this pump and I don't need to worry about installing other devices or accessories.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now you mentioned the motor. What about the motor? Efficiency, higher efficiency?
It's high efficiency motors, or compared to TQ, that can save 20% power consumption.
Okay, 20% more efficiency. All right, excellent. Now also we mentioned the electronic controls, fully electronic automatic controls. What kind of functions do we have there?
We have multiple protection. So first of all, we have water temperature protections, and second, we have thermal, with your motors with thermal protections.
Okay, thermal protection. Okay.
Yes.
The next point on my list here is also the HQ series has quite a few patents, I believe.
Yes, exactly. So first of all, we have automatic
control
device.
Okay.
And second, we have automatic booster control.
All right, booster control.
And the pressure tank. And the last one is the pump body constructions.
Okay, so the structure of the pump body is also patented, so quite a few proprietary designs on the HQ series. Now, we were talking initially with Amy a little bit about quality. You really care about quality. You want to give your customers only the very best pumps, right?
Yeah.
So how do you ensure, we mentioned the lab also in the beginning, how do you ensure that you meet the quality requirements of your customers and also the standards that you set for yourself?
Yeah, we invest a motor and a pump performance laboratory, and which is certified by the TUV and the TF.
Okay, TAF and TUV certified laboratory.
Yeah.
Not many companies have their own lab, so that's something very special.
Yeah, we try to make sure our test standard is made to the international standards.
Right, global standards, because you sell your products to many different countries, right?
Yes.
So, all right. Now let's move on to the next step. Once you've tested your products, everything is okay, and you want to start the production. What steps do you have to go through there? Maybe you can run us through the manufacturing process with inspection quality control in the beginning.
Yes, we have a complete QC control system, like incoming quality control, for raw materials, and for the main components we manufacture by ourselves, so we can control the quality. Like we manufacture the pump body by ourselves.
Okay, so it's made in-house?
Yes, it's by process injection molding.
All right, so you have injection molding machines?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, excellent. And next up is, I think we want to talk also about assembly and also different in-process inspection at this stage, right?
Also, we have assembly lines. So in our assembly line, each station we have their own SOP regulation, so our operator can do it step by step. Yes, and after they finish assembling, we will move on to the water test 100%.
Okay, yeah. So that's very important because leakage, like you want to make sure that your pumps are not leaking, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the nightmare for the end customer if you get a pump and it's leaking and you cannot use it, obviously. And do you also want to talk about ERP?
We do have an ERP,
right.
And we have some smart logistics.
Smart logistics system?
Yes, so that help you manage our storage.
All right, and also delivery, and also when someone's ordering something, that everything goes well and quickly you can deliver the goods to your customer.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, Simon, thank you for this overview of your design philosophy, the main features of the HQ series, and also the way you handle quality control and manufacturing here. But you will be also part of the Q&A session, right, at the end? So you will also answer some questions that we've prepared for today's show.
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay, excellent. Now let's move on to my final guest on today's show. He's also a member of the sales department, and his name is Mark Lin.
Your turn.
So are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so Mark is responsible for the international marketing activities of Walrus. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you guys been doing when it comes to international marketing, and also maybe some of the challenges that you've been facing.
So in order to compete with other countries as an Asian company, we must have international certifications and regional certification like CE, CSA, KC, and environmental certification roles.
All right, so that was the first step. That was basically the prerequisites, right, to be active on the international markets.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure you also go to trade shows.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk about that.
Yeah, we go to international trade shows like Asia Water in Malaysia, MC in Milan, and also Aquatech in Amsterdam and Shanghai.
All right, so all the big exhibitions.
Yeah, all the big water shows.
This line of products.
Yeah.
And so maybe talk a little bit about your personal experience from those shows, especially when it comes to the HQ series that we've been talking about today. What is the general feedback or the reaction that you get from potential customers or current customers and like visitors in general at those shows?
So we receive a lot of positive feedback in the show, and the customers are impressed on how quiet, how compact HQ is. And also they see the live demonstration you showed previous with Samuel.
On the show,
Yeah, they impressed how powerful and outstanding water flow and water pressure HQ is. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. So what about current customers? Do you have international customers? How about Europe? How about the US?
Yeah, we have an American branch, and we also have a customer in Ireland for Europe.
You do?
Yes,
and I believe if everything goes well, he is on the line right now and we can talk to him. Mr. Niall Power in Ireland, can you hear us?
Hi gentlemen, loud and clear. Greetings from
excellent.
frosty Ireland.
Excellent, excellent. Good afternoon, or actually I should say good morning from Taipei to Dublin.
Yes indeed, it's a good morning, a nice fresh one over here.
That's excellent. So, Niall, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your relationship with Walrus.
So we were fortunate to meet Walrus at an exhibition about 13 years ago, back in 2007, and we struck up a relationship trying out some of their products initially. And we brought them into Ireland for testing, and our engineering staff here were very impressed with the quality and the layout of their products, and we as I say, tested some samples, and the rest is history. We've been trading with them ever since, growing our business every year.
So today's show was all about the HQ series booster pumps. Maybe you can talk a little bit about how this particular line of products is being received in your market in Ireland. What kind of feedback do you get there?
Okay, so originally it was the TQ range, which was a small pressurized automatic booster system, which in Ireland, we don't have fantastic municipal water supply systems. So what we need to do is we need to create storage water, and then we take one of these booster pumps, one of the Walrus electronic pumps, and we pressurize from the storage tanks throughout the home. So people who have bathrooms and washing machines and dishwashers, they will have very, very good, constant, good feed pressure, plenty of water, and we find that the Walrus pump suits this need absolutely admirably.
Sounds great, Mark.
Yeah.
All right, so Niall, final question based on your personal experience. Would you recommend Walrus to other distributors? Of course, maybe not in Ireland, but in other European countries or in the world?
Most certainly not in Ireland. There's no room for anybody else in Ireland. NJ Power and Company are the main players over here for Walrus pumps, and we don't intend to change this. But we are very, very pleased to recommend Walrus, of course. Europe is a very big market, and I think that Walrus have very good possibilities in certain countries, not in all countries, because I think some countries have very good pressurized water schemes as it stands currently. But I think there are many countries that have the possibility of using the Walrus products, and not just, I might add, not just the HQ range. I mean, Walrus have quite a range of other products which we are getting to know a little bit as the years go on also. But yes, we would highly recommend Walrus anywhere in the world.
Well, I think it's very interesting and very, very nice to hear that kind of feedback from an actual distributor, right, Mark?
Yeah, of course. It's nice to having you now here to hear his testimony about Walrus and look forward
to the future with Niall, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Niall, thank you very much. Thank you for being on the show.
It's a pleasure. Nice to see you guys, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
God bless from Ireland.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so that was our section with Mark and our guest from Ireland, your distributor, Mr. Niall Power.
Yes.
But Mark, you're not leaving us yet because you'll be part of the Q&A session, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, and you guys also don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few seconds with our Q&A session. So here we are, it's time for our Q&A session, and this is the final part of today's show. And as you can see, all three gentlemen are with me now, Simon, Mark, and Samuel. So guys, are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes, we are ready.
All right, let's do it. So we've come up with 6 questions that we consider to be the most important ones and the most basic ones, most common ones that we want to answer during this show today. And the first one has to do with after-sales services. So guys, let's say I'm a customer, I'm a Walrus customer, but I'm not in Southeast Asia. Let's say I'm in the US and I've run into some problems with my booster pump. How can you fix this problem for me?
We have a very professional distributors located around the world. They all have a tremendous after-sales service. They will take care of the service for their region.
Okay, excellent. That's good to know. So no matter where you are, not just in Southeast Asia, also all other continents, if I have any issues, you've got local services set up.
Yes.
All right, great. Now, second question that you get a lot is regarding the manufacturing. Now, we already talked about in-house manufacturing. Most of your components are made by yourself. But the question that you still get quite often is, are your pumps or other products, are any products from Walrus made in China?
No, our product is made in Taiwan.
Okay, so all your products, pumps and others, 100% made in Taiwan?
Yes.
All right, 100% made in Taiwan. Now, next question, we want to talk a little bit more about the HQ series. It's the star of the show today, right? So, the HQ series, can I use it with hot water? I assume I can, but what is the limit?
HQ series, you can use up to 40 degrees Celsius. But if you really need for hot water, you can use the HQ CN, you can use up to 90 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so if I have special requirements, you have an upgraded version of the HQ series.
Yes.
All right, excellent. Now, next question also has to do with the HQ series. We talked about applications earlier during the show. How and where do I use the HQ series booster pump usually?
Yeah, so HQ you can use in anywhere that need water supply, water boosting, and most common use are in apartment, houses, condos, and buildings.
Okay, so that's the applications. And usually for how long can I use your pump? What's the lifespan?
Lifespan is usually depends on how you use it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, one of our distributors, they install HQ in their houses, and they use for 5 years, and it works still perfectly fine.
Okay, so in general, 4 to 5 years, that's what I can expect at least from a Walrus booster pump.
Yep.
All right, excellent. Now on to the next, and I believe the final question of today's Q&A session. We talked about some of the features already. Now let's summarize the main features of the HQ series, and also let's talk about what makes the HQ series stand out, or what makes it different from other products.
Certainly. HQ has various strengths among others. HQ integrate pump, motor, electronic control, pressure tank. It's all-in-one design. It's very compact, and it's also low energy consumption, outstanding performance, and of course it's extremely quiet.
Okay, I think all-in-one, that's one very important keyword, right? So I, as an end user, I don't have to worry about attaching any external components, any accessories anymore. And I have the higher efficiency, so lower energy consumption, and it's very quiet. We saw that during our test, during the show. Excellent, so that's it for the questions. But before we end today's show, Samuel, as the Vice President, maybe you want to address our viewers and say a few words.
Okay. Thank you for watching. We hope if you enjoy this show. If you have any question about automatic booster pump or Walrus pump, you can contact us via email or go to our website, www.walruspump.com.
If you have any questions that we did not cover today, you can contact Walrus and they will get back to you as soon as possible. You can also just leave a message below the video, or you simply scan the QR code that you are seeing on the screen right now. Gentlemen, thank you very much for this show. It was very interesting to learn more about Walrus, the company, and also about your booster pumps. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that was MTS Industry Channel from Walrus Pump here in Taiwan. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.